Hey, what's going on? So, for today, what I'd like to talk about is, and I'm sure you've been in this situation where, uh, and this is my situation where I have been fairly tight, especially in the hips and my hamstrings, quads too. Um, and you have done what your coaches have said, you've done what other people have said, you've probably gone online, you've looked up certain routines, and nothing has worked. It's just, you end up doing these stretches, these static holds, and it gets boring. It starts feeling a little bit irritating, particularly for me in my hips. I'd get these pinching sensations that I just didn't like it. And then I was wondering if I was doing more harm than good. And what ends up happening is over the years, these fads kind of come in and out. And so, what I wanted to talk with you about is I saw this video from a few years ago, and it kind of solidified what I've been experiencing since about COVID, which is strengthening through lengthening, or strengthening and lengthening. So, taking myself through a range of motion, and in that range of motion, utilizing ideally the entire muscle in order to help that muscle get stronger, but also lengthen. Because one of the things that I want for myself as a lifelong athlete is I actually want to get better as I get older. I want to have more strength. I want to preserve my range of motion. And I actually feel like now I have more to gain. I feel like I have more range that I could gain safely. And in that range of motion, I can actually gain strength safely. So one of the things I'm considering is actually contacting the owner of the channel and just seeing, like, maybe we might work together. Maybe I'll go through his program specifically for my hips and my hamstrings and quads, so that I can see what kind of difference this makes for myself, and then record it and have you watch it so you can see if it's something that you're interested in. So I've always liked, I love learning things. I love experiencing new things through my body. And I feel like I've got a few years until I am in my 60s, and I want my 60s just to be awesome. I want to be surfing. I want to be competing in jiu-jitsu. I would like to run, potentially a half marathon, maybe a full marathon, just depends. So I've got some goals that I would like to achieve in the next, 5, 10 years. Some of them sooner than that, but I'm thinking in terms of what I do now is setting me up for the next decade of life. So if I do things with intention, if I do things well now, and if I'm preserving myself and improving upon myself, because now what's happened since COVID is I've clearly identified what my weaknesses are, and you can be doing the exact same thing. In fact, you probably know. You might say, "Oh, it's my ankles, it's my back, it's my left shoulder, it's my right hip." So we tend to know what's been bothering us, but how well do we address it, or do we just put up with it? So I decided I wasn't going to put up with certain things anymore. I'd gotten accustomed to being tight or having certain areas that were just kind of hot and bothering me, particularly from jiu-jitsu. And once I took a pause, my body started feeling good. I told myself, I don't want to go back to having these hot spots. I don't want to go back to having these really tight and irritated areas. And I really like being able to move freely. I like being in my body and being able to do something spontaneously. I like being able to go surf at a new break, or go on a hike, or do something that's challenging and not being wrecked for 2 or 3 days afterwards. So that's the same thing that I would want for you, if that's what you want for yourself. So yeah, I will check back in with you. This might end up being an entire series, but part of what I wanted to talk with you about is I want you to start thinking in terms of, how's your body feel? Are you putting up with tightness? Are you putting up with areas of tension? Are you putting up with areas that are inflamed day after day, week after week? Are there areas of your body where you know if you do something, you're going to set that area off and you're going to be out for a day, 2, maybe 3? Or it might be that it's preventing you from doing some of the things that you actually want to do. So don't settle. Do not settle. And all of this can be taken care of with intention, particularly with some of the modalities that I have in the clinic, and some of the corrective exercises that eventually we'll be talking about. Okay, that's enough for today. Thanks. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.